Yes, guys, we're live, we're back, and it's time for the Arsenal Manchester City live build up and watch vlog here on SFeatley TV. Make sure you hit that like button, you hit that subscribe button, come and join us as we see who will come out on top tonight.
Henri, chance, Balotelli, Aguero! Premier League champions 2016, Leicester City!
Hope to see you soon. Well done. Bye bye.
Fischer, Cazorla, Giroud again, Joe Wilson! It's Gerrard. That's a great strike! McCracken getting closer. To the centre. It's Bergkamp. That's magnificent! Van Persie arriving. Oh, what a goal! What a goal by Robin Van Persie!
Yes, guys, we're live and we're back with another watch along for Arsenal. It's Arsenal versus Man City at the Emirates Stadium. I've got my co-host Manny with me. How you doing, Manny?
Yeah, good. Looking forward to this. Certainly, a game which will really test how good we are, and it's almost a crunch game, I'd like to say, because this will be a test at this particular point in time as to how good we really are. We haven't played Manchester City in the league this season, so this will be the litmus test of our title credentials. And if Arsenal's players and manager are not going to be up for this, then that pretty much sums it up. But I'm sure they are.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm just seeing how they could deal with Saka there, but yeah, it's going to be interesting how this game plays out. Obviously, tonight it's on Amazon Prime Video, which will be fun. But yeah, this is going to be a big test of Arsenal's mentality, especially given previous results with the team. But how do you feel like Arsenal will go into this? Because for me, Arsenal, like, I think you can't play for a draw against Man City. You got to try and go for a win, and I'm gonna go for the team lineup now, and I'm not impressed.
I saw it earlier. I share your lack of.
What did I tell you? Do you know what? I should have put a bet on this. I should have put a bet on it.
Now, don't fret. Get set. Are you ready?
Like,
you bet.
Ramsdale yeah, honestly, I would have made I would have put my money on this. My hard-earned money on this. Trust me. Ramsdale in goal. Tomiyasu, Saliba, he's taken Ben White out. Oh Jesus, careful. Gabriel, Zinchenko, Odegaard, Jorginho, because there's no Partey, Xhaka, Saka, and Ketia Martinelli. So he's basically picked the same team. That's flopped
with
against
two exceptions.
Brentford and Everton, apart from Partey for Jorginho and Tomiyasu for White. How fucking revolutionary, fresh ideas that is, Arteta. How fresh ideas that is. Stale. And I bet you that the substitutions will be Jorginho for... If he's on the... Is he on the bench? Vieira. Yeah. It'd be... And then Ben White for Tomiyasu. Then Trossard for Martinelli. Bet ya. Let's go through the Man City lineup. They're playing a 3-2-4-1 with Diaz, with Ake, Diaz and Walker, Rodri and Bernardo Silva. Then they're playing a 4 of Mahrez, De Bruyne, Gundogan and Grealish with Haaland up top. Right, so we need to press high. If we press them high, we can force them back and really put pressure on them.
Exactly, that's what we have to do. Because as I mentioned, when you've got a situation, big up Alan, thanks for joining in, mate. And when you've got a situation, as I said, where you've got a back three.
By the way, keep talking. I'm just going to go get my drink and something to eat.
Okay, take your time. Because as I was saying, when you have a back line of 3 central defenders and no wing backs or full backs, you are basically asking Bernardo Silva and Rodri in that defensive midfield to do the work of the wing backs while also trying to, patrol the centre in front of the defence. You are going to stretch a few players. I expect Grealish and Mahrez to be stretched. I take the point that maybe this formation has, looked good of late, but of course we cannot forget that result against our rivals. And it will be very interesting to see now that he's got Bernardo Silva, Gundogan and De Bruyne starting, if Haaland will get that service. And I think De Bruyne and Gundogan coming back into the attack, coming back into the team, couldn't have happened at a better time for them and at a worse time for us, because lest we forget, against Tottenham, there was no Gundogan, there was no De Bruyne, and boy, was City made to struggle. Even against Aston Villa, though, as early as the first minute, I believe it was Leon Bailey who was able to get in behind that 3-man defence and win a corner. So we have some hope, and as Stephen has said, we are going to have to try to press high, try and get in behind them, and I believe we will, because there will be gaps in that formation. Believe you me. You got your drink, son?
Yeah, cool.
Perfect.
No Partey. Stephen May, big up. Partey got injured on Valentine's Day. Literally changed yesterday. 3-1, time to sell Partey. We are done tonight. Our dream is over, man. It's not over yet until... If we go level on points with City with a game in hand, we can't say it's over yet.
A wise person once said it's not over until the fat lady sings. Exactly. But why is it always a fat lady? We've seen our share of fat men singing too.
Oh, I don't know. Alright, but there you go. Big up everyone that's tuning in. Big up yourselves. I've got myself pretty much stored up for the evening. Got to shut this door. There we go. Shut the door. And we're good to go. Raspberry jelly. Love it. But yeah, City are looking to just go out and attack from the start with that formation. Kind of a weird one, because you got no... Where's the width in the in your wing backs?
Exactly, that's what I was saying.
Right, does Rodri and Bernardo Silva drop in the gaps when Kyle Walker and Diaz have to split go wide?
Exactly what I was asking earlier.
That could play into our hands, because if we play with width with Martinelli and Saka, that could play well into our hands.
Just give me a minute, son.
Right, that could play well into our hands. I've got my cuppa, chicken and fish in the oven for the cats. God, you feed your cats well. Jesus. Chicken and fish. I just feed them cat food. proper jelly. And this non-sugar hospital crap. Anyway. It depends. What I don't. This could be a very long evening for Arsenal, knowing that we're going to play the same way with the same team. This could be a very, very long night for the Arsenal. I'm not going to lie. But it could be a very long night for Man City as well. I mean, with that whole accusation hanging over him, like, will that play into the player's mindset? We don't know. Chocolate and jelly. What you call a dessert, isn't it? Pep just said in an interview Arteta was a fantastic player. What? No, he weren't. He wasn't. Or moot.
He was decent without being world beating.
He wasn't a fantastic player. I'm sorry, he wasn't. But yeah, he was average. I'm sorry, even when he came to Arsenal, he was average. I don't get where that come from. Oh, I forgot my drink as well. Shit.
Had a decent career. Played for some decent clubs. But never really offered too much, to be honest. Of course, Guardiola would say those things because Arteta was his right-hand man as a coach. But Guardiola never exactly coached him as a player. Maybe Guardiola knew Arteta from his time in the Barcelona setup, because if memory serves me right, Arteta was on the books of Barcelona. Let me please confirm that for all of you. Yep, he was part of the Barcelona youth teams C and B, made 42 appearances for the Barcelona B team between 1999 and 2002. So it's fair to say that could have been where Guardiola knew him. He never really offered too much as an Arsenal player, to be honest. 110 league appearances in 5 seasons tells the story. Of course, he had a total of 150 games for us, 16 goals. The stats would say that he wasn't too bad necessarily, but certainly in his last 2 seasons with us, his output really, really dried up, and that was when he decided he had to retire. I think he was.
1 minute, mate. I just got to get. I got it. Don't worry.
And of course, I think he was more heralded for his time at Everton, where he made 209 appearances and scored 39 goals. And I mean, he did win a Premiership in Scotland with Rangers and the League Cup. Intertoto Cup with PSG. As a youth player, he wasn't too bad. Under 16 European champion with Spain. I guess when he came to Arsenal, the better years of his career were getting a little bit behind him. And although he was able to produce, I don't think he necessarily set the world alight. Got Sean Wright Phillips and Ian Wright in the studio. Father and son affair. How amazing.
Yeah, he's probably looking at his son and said, "This is the team you should have picked. You would have had a better career."
Not necessarily. He could have ended up injured and hardly played very much.
Nah, he would have succeeded at Arsenal. He would have had a better chance at Arsenal. We would have got game time. But there you go. He was an Arsenal Wenger panic buyer. Exactly, Joanne. Exactly, bruv. That's why I'm here. Big up, Hamza. Hi, I'm new here. Welcome to SFeatleyTV. This is an Arsenal and Premier League channel, but we do all sorts of content, not just for Arsenal, but we do for the general football, such as Premier League prediction shows, Premier League review shows, hot off the pressure news show. So if you're an Arsenal fan, great. If you're a rival fan, even better. And all the money that we raise on this Money Ties channel goes to Children's Liver Disease Foundation. It goes to charity. So anything that you could do to help the charity, this small UK charity that specialises in helping kids with liver disease and research into stopping liver disease for children, it will make such a difference. So please do join us, do become a member, do put a super chat donations in, do hit that like button and subscribe. We've had big guests on here before. We've had who have we had? We've had the F1 commentator David Croft when we did F1 content. We've had who else have we had?
Elton Welsby, former ITV presenter.
Yes, we also did Fabrizio Romano. We've had him on. We've had Mark Halsey, the goalkeeper, the referee. The referee. So yeah, make sure you tune in for that because it's going to be epic. So yeah, please do come and watch us. Do come and share the content. Liverpool fan. What's happened this season, bruv? Like, what's happened, man? What's happened, bro? Like, but yeah, like I said, like every fan's welcome here. Every fan that can have their opinion. I like what they've done there. that's new. You know the Highbury bit?
Mm-hmm.
Like on the front, they've put that on part of the stadium. On the outside of the stadium, they've put like the design of Highbury. It's nice. FSG out, man. We need that oil money. Yeah, I think every club needs that oil money, bruv. Trust me. If we're gonna stay competitive in this league.
But trust me, one of these days the oil will be gone, divine. And it'll all be about renewables, solar power.
Mhm. Don't think they have a contingency plan. They'll have a contingency plan for that. Don't worry.
We'll see.
And even then, they've got enough money to retire and buy the club. You know what I mean?
Yep.
The amount of money they've got is insane.
But they're also earning a lot of money on tourism and fishing.
Could you imagine That could solve liver disease, the amount of money they've got. Solo, my brother. How you doing, bro? Give me a call tomorrow, man. At some point tomorrow, I need to talk to you. Something, yeah, really important. And a good catch up as well. Now that I'm home. I'm home. I'm free. I'm free. Set me free.
Boo!
Still my fucking channel, bruv. Shut up.
I'm a co-owner. You shut your trap.
Oh, really? 49%. There you go.
All right, to our people in the chat, if we could do a poll right now, who has the worst voice, Stephen or me?
I do.
You admit you have the worst voice.
Mm-hmm.
That says it, then. You shouldn't sing.
Don't care. It's my channel. I'll sing if I want.
Yeah. So instead of Thomas bringing the party, it'll be Georgie, Porgy, Pudding, and Pie who kissed the girls and made them cry.
Oh, don't.
Of course, when the boys did come out to play, Georgie Porgy ran away. I only hope our Georgie Porgy will stand up and fight.
Oh, mate. Love you, Stephen, but your voice is it is bad. I can't admit it is bad. It is shit.
Oh, a small landmark for our very own Gabriel Magalhaes. Today is his 100th appearance for the Arsenal.
Oh, is it? Wow. Big game then.
At least since the World Cup, he's focused on his football and not on running his mouth to the press. That's good to see.
That's a good point.
No party. No problems. Win.
Right. Oh, here we go. Light display. Let's make it all fancy and nice. 9 likes on the video. Let's get some more likes. Smash that like button if you can. If you haven't already, hit that like button. It really makes a difference. Right, ask a question.
Right, teams are in the tunnel. Listen, whoopsie daisies. I'm just going to shoot off, but I will be back in 60 seconds.
Okay. And here we go. Ask the community. Who wins this game today? Right, in the ask the community, put your likes. I'm going to put him on mute since he's gone. Like, 6 people in the building. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Teams are ready to go out for the big game itself. Jeez. Come on, Arsenal. Haaland, you ain't scoring shit, bruv. You ain't going to score shit. Get out of here. Not on off turf. Yes, Turf Morehouse. How you doing, bro? Long time no see. It looks like Burnley will be back up to the Premier League next season, bro. That'd be good, man. That'd be good. Right. If Turfmore, if you're free Saturday evening, we're doing a half the press show about Man City's alleged charges. So yeah, make sure you if you're free to hit me up and I'll send you the link for it. Our teams are out now. Why do they do all these preliminary things? Let's just get on with it. You know what I mean? No party, no party. Yeah, that's cool, man. Or I'd have loved to, buddy, but it's my.
Wish him many happy returns from the both of us.
Absolutely, bro.
Looks like a 3-4-2-1 for City with Grealish and Mahrez playing the role of wing backs who will bomb forward.
It's the only way you can play it. You can't play it the other way around like Google was saying. There's no way you could possibly play it the other way around. It's got to be the 3-4. It's got to be 3-4-2-1. It's got to be. Otherwise you have no cover. But two wing backs, that's gonna be cool. That'll be close, man. That's gonna be hard for them. So Manchester City, 3 defenders. Look at their bench, man. It's not exactly strong, is it?
Who, theirs or ours?
Their bench ain't mega strong, is it?
Foden, Akanji, Gomez, Alvarez, Laporte, Phillips. Ortega had a great game against us in the FA Cup. I'll give you Lewis and Palmer, a couple of weaklings. But look, people who live in glass houses shouldn't throw stones. Holding, Fabi Vieira. Reece Nelson's on the bench, which is good. At least Saka could potentially have some cover. And then we got Cozier Dewberry. I wonder if he's any relation to Michael Dewberry.
Nah, probably not. Right, so teams are out, teams have been played, manager shakes hands. Let's go, let's get this done. Let's get this game underway.
Taking a knee?
I think they will do.
Yep, they take a knee for a precious few seconds, and it's up again.
Oh, how are you ahead?
And they just kicked off with Haaland passing it back. It is with Nathan Ake right now.
Oh, hang on a minute. I haven't even kicked off yet. Now they take the knee.
Will probably be 30 seconds in front of me.
And now,
behind
now
me.
They kick off. Now they kick off.
Oh, so you're 23 seconds behind me.
Yeah. So, Ake.
Jorginho with the ball. Doesn't look too bad so far.
Launches it, heads it on. It will come to Tomiyasu, who keeps it in. Give it to Ramsdale. Gabriel, Zinchenko. Good cover by Arsenal, but easily won it and it'll be covered off. Ramsdale long to Tomiyasu.
I love that long throw of his, I'll grant you that.
That long throw is quality.
David Seaman used to do those with alacrity. I love that.
Yeah, man. What David Seaman-esque, bro.
Nah, Ramsdale will never be Seaman. He's 6'2". Seaman was 6'4".
That's not Manny. That's why.
Yeah.
Seaman-esque. Oh, it's through. Ah. Over the bar.
Granite, wrong football. This ain't rugby. No, Switzerland has a national rugby team.
He must be watching them Six Nations.
I wonder who he could possibly support in the Six Nations.
Probably England, he lives here.
Or France, given that Swiss people either speak German or French or both, maybe some Italian.
Do you know there's 3 languages in Belgium as well?
Flemish and French, and I don't know the other one.
German.
Oh, German. Oh.
Yeah, German border. Someone on the German border will speak German. You know that? I got told that by the hotel manager where we were staying in Belgium, where the Hooch Crater Museum, and then there's the Hooch Crater Hotel, right? And then in the gardens is it's literally in the gardens of where the hotel is the German front line. So you're built on the German trenches, and the pond that's in the garden is where the Brits had dug underneath the Germans and then blew them up. So it was a man-made pond.
So yeah, you're right. There will be some, obviously in these border areas, given the
Honestly, you want a history lesson about the First World War? Go to Belgium. Go to Belgium. That's tell you everything you need to know.
We had a few hours of a stopover in Brussels. Didn't have time to look at that, sadly, but good to know.
Waterloo. Been to Waterloo as well. Fucking hell, that climb up that hill was freaking mega. Those steps, mega. I did it though. I did it. I got up them steps and I got there quicker than Mum did.
I'm going to say this right now. Ruben Diaz will probably be the weakling in that City defence. He's tinkering with that 3-man back line.
He's tinkering it, isn't he?
Tinker, tailor, soldier, sailor, rich man, poor man, beggar man, thief! Which is exactly what City and their top brass are.
Now, there's only accusations.
Yes, mother. But this is a great beginning by Arsenal, and we're starting off with the high press very nicely indeed.
Come on. Get a goal here.
I wonder if City are trying to play for the counter.
Comes to Martinelli. Comes back to Odegaard. Odegaard with a ball in, and that is... What the fuck was that, Odegaard? What the F was that? That was the fucking no man. Oh my days.
Out for a throw. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting I'm 22 seconds ahead of you. Not bad.
Haaland. Oh, no. Kicked it
Would perhaps have been marginally offside anyway, but how about that for a clearance from Jorginho?
Good play, good defending there. It's good defending. I might have to get a cup of tea at half time.
Going old school. I love it. Don't forget your orange slices.
What?
Don't forget your slices of orange.
For what?
Well, you said you're going to get a cup at half time. Normally, traditionally...
No. Cup of tea, no. No fucking orange slices, no bullshit like that. Just normal tea. Ah, that is poor. That's poor. Fucking well recovered by Xhaka. That was poor. Saka getting mugged. But then again, he did take most of the player there. Come on. Good
You know,
man.
when City played Arsenal in the FA Cup, Tierney did an excellent job of keeping Riyad Mahrez quiet. I would expect Zinchenko to do the same thing.
Grealish. City just like trying to figure out a way through at a minute. Bernardo easily one back. Oh, it's lost again, bruv. Simple passes, bruv. God. Go on, Saka. Go on, skin him. Oh, make the run, man. Take the man on.
We've had most of the possession so far. I certainly don't know what type of game City are playing.
Probably, I don't know. That is a foul on Saka. I don't care what anyone says, that is a foul on Saka. Tommy. Come on, Arsenal. Ball over the top. No. Comes to Edison. So sloppy on the ball. Oh. So sloppy. Now look.
I don't know why, but I'm getting some Gordon Ramsay vibes from you. Where's the lamb sauce?
No. But it's poor. Every time we're getting the ball, we're losing it. And one of these, and in one of them, they're gonna punish us if we're not careful.
No, but here's the thing. From what I'm seeing now, City have not been able to show any kind of conviction with their play. They certainly haven't forced Ramsdale to any kind of a save. After the corner they had, what else did they do? Sweet bugger all.
Don't say that, because that's when they get exposed.
Yes, Georgie.
Oh, what the fuck was that?
What was what?
That ball there. What was the point in that? Oh, Jorginho did something. Well done. Go on.
Mate, will you give him a chance?
Oh,
I think the other players will be...
For fuck's sake. It's Nketiah. What do you expect?
Unsteady Eddie. He's clearly not ready.
And he's never ready. We've got a striker who can't sort his feet. Oh, Tommy! For fuck's sake. Keep the fucking ball, will you?
Let's see who the referee is today.
Anthony Taylor.
Any cause for optimism or?
They're all shit anyway, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a free kick.
And Ketty Nah. And one thing I will definitely say is that Edison Moraes has not looked anything like the dominant keeper he was when he joined Manchester City.
Mm-hmm.
Put him under pressure, he'll make a mistake.
Oh, shit. Bargav, I'm so sorry. I should have sent you the... I'm such a dick. Bargav,
To be fair, you're not a dick.
I'll send it now.
To be fair, you're not a dick, you're a Stephen.
Shut up. Honestly. Alright, I'm trying to... I just sent it to you. I've sent it to you now on WhatsApp, Bargav. Bargav, I'll send it to you now. That is to fucking die for.
Swiss chocolate.
Oh, fuck me. That's good.
Speaking of which, you must have heard what happened to Lilt. They're dropping it and turning it into Fanta Pineapple Orange. Swines.
Yeah. I don't like Lilt anyway, mate.
How could you not like Lilt with its totally tropical taste?
No.
Too bad there never was a real Lilt man. That would have been terrific.
Nah, not for me. Yeah, the game's still going. He ain't blown the whistle.
We're looking a lot better organised, I'll say. City are looking absolutely awful.
Yeah. It's a bit even, to be fair. We've been caught out a few times as well, mate. So it's 50-50. Oh, shit. Harlem was nearly through. Oh, fucking hell, man. Mahrez. Oh my God, Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ.
That needed someone there at the end for City.
Manny.
For Arsenal, a lucky escape.
Manny.
Yeah.
Stop with the we're looking better, they're looking all over the place crap, because that's what they do. Without a minute of a doubt, they start turning up. Fuck me. Silly.
We need to stop making mistakes. Simple as that.
Yeah. Oh, no. Oh, fuck off. Oh, fuck, no. No, that's not even funny. Not Ramsdale. Not the Ram. Fuck yeah. Oh, we're fucked.
Somebody took this Ram out of the Ramalama Ding Dong. He should be fine.
I hope so.
He was pointing to his heel. Couldn't really be anything other than cramp, and cramp is very unlikely now.
Hopefully he'll be alright. It's a goal kick to Arsenal. Let's calm it down a bit. He will launch this. Come on. Oh, through. No. Hello, can we get on with it? Like, fucking hell. It's like they're waiting for the whistle to blow or something. Honestly. Get on with it. Oh, this is boring. This is honestly boring.
Still no goals.
No. Ball over the top again, and Edison comes out to collect. When they're going to work out that don't work. Oof. Saka caught one there.
You could almost say he got sacked.
Nah, not quite.
That's why I said almost.
Oh, why are you freezing that? Oh, fuck off. Fucking stream poison.
Oh, man.
Picture quality shit. Amazon Prime's supposed to be great. Great at being shit. Out left, out left! Too late. Ball in. Oh no! How have you missed?
Gets that on target. It's a sure goal.
It's a goal. It's a fucking goal. For fuck's sake. Trossard scores that. Trossard scores that. Trossard
Heck,
scores
Martinelli
that.
scores that.
Oh, fucking hell. He used his fucking shoulder. He's a useless twat. Honestly. I'll give in. You're not going to get opportunities like that so often against Man City. Fucking take them, bruv. Honestly. Take them. Bye, Gav. How you doing, bro? Ball in. It's gone up for a corner.
Good.
Bye.
I'm good. I saw the
Yeah.
miss. Yeah.
Oh, Trossard scores that, mate.
Yeah. What else you got to say apart from that?
Headed away. Edison collects that. Who's breathing down the mic? That's better. Come on, come on.
Oh
come on,
God. Oh God.
Oh, don't. Oh, no. Oh, fuck off. Oh, fuck off. Fuck off. What the fuck was that?
Hoping to find a teammate.
Same team, yeah? Same team. You fucking wanker. Same fucking team. Don't change it, will you, Arteta? Don't breathe, will you? Don't be a manager. Fucking hell. Oh, here we go. We're going to get piped. I knew I should have done more than 3 goals.
Well, to be fair, Tomiyasu was one of the changes he made. And it was Tomiyasu who was at fault. Tomiyasu's looked nervous. Very surprising.
Fuck's sake.
We're fighting for our lives now.
Yeah, Nketiah, your miss was brilliant, bruv. Fucking gold award for twat of the year.
To be
Honest
fair,
to
we've
God.
seen him miss worse.
Yeah, and that's not even a half of it. Yeah, that's 2 times he's done that to him now. That's 2 times he's done that to Saka now. Jesus Christ. When's he going to get a booking? It's just gone straight through him. Don't put that card, will you, Ref? Oh, this is bullshit. I ain't sitting up putting up to watch this all night. Fuck this. Jesus Christ. Oh my God, and we're nearly letting Haaland through. Oh my life.
He could have made a third.
Oh. Oh. They get one opportunity and they fucking score. That's the difference. That's the fucking difference. They get an opportunity, they take it. We don't. We effing don't.
Thankfully, there's plenty of time left, but we're fighting for our life now.
The best part of an hour.
It's, to be fair, it's only 25 minutes in yet. Games can still turn on its head.
29.
It says 28 on my watch today, yeah.
Everyone keeps raving about Eddie, but the truth is he just isn't ready. While he runs these chances...
Go on! Oh!
Some good defending there from Nathan Ake, yeah?
Just
you should have first time that. You should have first time that.
First time! No, he would have been offside. He'd have been offside.
At least this time the lines will be drawn, yeah?
Actually, no. After last week, we should have that onside. Oh my life.
In between, Tommy had a decent chance. He was probably a bit too far forward to try and attempt the volley.
What was that, Zinni? What was that?
Leant backwards. Oh, what the hell was that? What are you clapping him for? Oh, that's embarrassing. I don't want to see any more fucking City supporters fucking celebrating Amazon. Right? I want to watch the fucking game. I don't give a fuck about the supporters in the ground right now. I'll give a fuck about the fucking game. Sorry. I'm done. Oh no. Look at that. 2 attempts, 1 on target. 6 attempts, none on target. Oh, come on. Manny,
Hmm? Yep.
are you logged into my StreamYard?
No, I'm not. Why?
Log in.
What?
Log in.
Okay.
I might need you to take over half time. Don't worry, guys. We're going to keep going, even if I can't. I'm just not fully ready yet. But the game will keep the watch along going. Bargav, you happy to stay for the rest of the watch along? For us. Bargav?
I'm here. Yeah, I can.
Thanks, man. Could do with the help. Oh, he needs the code, doesn't he?
These guys, come on. Yellow card for Rodri. Sorry, no, Kyle Walker got the.
Just sent it.
Yeah, I'm in. I'm in. Yep.
You're
I'm
in.
logged in. Yeah.
Right. Alright, cool. You have access to my email now.
Mm-hmm.
Right,
I can
cool.
sign out though if you like.
No. Because you need to log in so you can change it to your account when I'm gone.
Yeah, but
Keep it.
I mean, yeah, I know your password. I know your password anyway.
Yeah, you know not to read any of my emails anyway.
Yeah, I won't. I promise you.
Yeah, I know.
Handball!
Right, half time, I'm going to dip, Manny's going to take over. Because this is too tiring for me at the minute, right now. But I don't want you to miss out on any of the content, so Manny as co-owner and co-host will take over.
That was a nice sequence, but
Someone's going to the book already.
Who?
Someone's going to the book already.
Yeah,
and ironically, it's for time wasting.
Oh my god, it's not for taking out Saka twice, is it?
So Ederson's on a yellow, Kyle Walker's on a yellow.
Everyone keeps raving about Eddie, but the truth is he just isn't ready. While he styles and he prances, he misses good chances. He's a nightmare even worse than Freddie.
Is that the new Nketiah song?
He was always ready.
Do you like the Eddie Nketiah song?
Don't even go there.
I don't want you getting upset over it.
I'm dipping at half time, I'm too tired.
I know. It's enough. Do you want me to get that light?
Wow.
Okay, so have you gone through the chats?
Oh yeah, go for the chats, man.
I'm not too sure what was close, Joanne, but there was something that was close.
Oh, it was Eddie Nketiah's chance.
Eredivisie Explorer, what's the point anymore?
T-Ho, man, you need to be... It's not over yet, man. Ain't over to the fat lady things.
Frightened to shoot. Eddie is rubbish. Yes, he is. He's fine, thank you, Luca.
Luca, stop making the point, will ya? I've already said he's not good enough for this club. I just rated him on the games he did well in. You know? That's better.
So is Ben White injured?
No, he's on the bench. He was dropped because he hasn't been in the best of form the past few games. That's probably one of the reasons why Zinchenko wasn't dropped, because although he didn't offer very much, he certainly hasn't put any feet wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he was probably the most creative player in most of those games. Arsenal-wise.
But Tierney can overlap, Tierney can cross. What's not to like? And Pargav, I want an impartial opinion. What do you think of our newest ex-Chelsea player?
He's done all right. I don't think it's. I don't think he's the problem. He's better than dare I say, PSG's midfield last night.
Oh yeah. Oh man.
Ooh, nice. Let's go.
Don't want to hear any Mbappe slander.
Oh my god.
Pretty poor play there from Edison. But
Wait.
Oh!
Hold on.
this time
That's
you
a pen.
can't blame Eddie.
It's a pen.
For what?
It must be handball.
No
It
handball.
must be handball.
I think Edison took him out.
No, it must be handball.
No, I
He
think
did take
Ederson
him
took
out.
him out. Ederson took him out.
No, I
yeah.
don't think. No, he didn't. Oh, yeah, he did.
But that's that. I don't know if I would have called that as a pen, but
Yeah, because he's already taken the shot. And it's on the follow through. It's a pen.
yeah, it's a pen.
It's been
5 minutes to
confirmed,
go.
it's a
This
pen.
would be the best time to follow through. And now Eddie's done something great.
Who's taking?
here's
the
an
penalty?
idea.
Who's taking the penalty?
It could be Saka, and it is.
Give it to Bukayo. Yeah, give it to Bukayo.
I'll tell you, you're going to start a fight with Pep now.
That should be fun.
Hey, you gotta defend the club, you know.
If they miss this, I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. Please score.
Let's go, Bukayo.
Please score. Come on,
Boom,
Saka,
Saka.
bro. Boom, Saka, laka. Come on.
Come on.
Saka, and Smith, bro. Come on, Saka. Come on, Saka.
Nice. Goal.
Give it away, don't you?
Oh, sorry.
I'm that 20 seconds behind, bro.
My bad.
Yeah, and I knew the keeper was always going to go down to his left. He made it so fucking obvious, trying to make the gap bigger. So look at me. I'm going to go right. Of course he was going to go fucking left. Do you really think Bukayo Saka's that stupid?
Hey, I'm glad he's our penalty taker. He's gotten so much better.
Yeah,
Yep.
since that World Cup debacle.
You mean the Euros debacle?
Euros, that bullshit.
Can you imagine if they would have given it
flares! We got flares!
Can you imagine if they gave this to Jorginho?
Oh no 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 no
He actually
no!
takes penalties, but
I don't fucking care. I don't want him taking my penalties. You f off.
Yeah, I think he mucked up for Italy in the World Cup qualifier, so no. Playoff, that was. Against North Macedonia, of all teams. I can never forget how Giorgio Cellini was shouting into the cameras, "It's coming to Rome, it's coming to Rome." Well, you're right, Georgie. The Euros were coming to Rome, but when it came to the World Cup, you were going
You
home.
stayed. No, 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 no. When it came to the Euros, football came home. Came to Rome, right? When it came to the World Cup, you stayed in Rome.
well, you can blame them all you want, but you England technically blew it.
Yeah, I didn't need your input. I didn't need the American input here. Like come on.
I said the same thing after your post-game show. That
Yeah, no, I don't need that. I don't need it. I don't need it. I'm not gonna see my team win the league, so there we are. Win the World Cup. So I'm not gonna see my country win the World Cup. I know that.
can you still win the Nations League?
If I get to the Euros, it'd be a fucking miracle.
Not the Nations League this year, isn't it?
I want the Euros or the World Cup, bruv.
So, what's the confidence level going now?
Oh, what's the
Well,
save, Ramsdale?
Offside anyway, wouldn't have counted, but yep, good save. Good strong left hand.
So, we're getting more confident, guys. We could do this.
I definitely am, because I remember saying in the preview that City do have a tendency to be very sloppy in defence, and even now, I know Stephen won't like me saying this, but they're still looking very, 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 very clumsy at
Vulnerable.
times. We just need to make sure that we avoid mistakes.
Yeah, I mean, Jorginho did well right there.
Sort of body checked him, but 6 minutes of added on time should be wonderful. Enough time to maybe sneak a second and go in with the momentum.
Yeah, in terms of that, I'm gonna dip. Alright. Right, guys, the stream's gonna continue. I need to get some rest. I've had a very long day. I've had friends around and yeah, it's been very tiring. So I'm absolutely knackered. So, and I've got hospital in the morning as well. So I'm gonna bid you all a very good night. Right, keep yourself safe. Make sure you hit the like button, you hit the subscribe button. Give Manny all the support in the world by donating and subscribing and liking the show as well. And yeah, big up Manny for taking over, and big up Bargav. And yeah, I will be back. I'll be back doing the match reaction tomorrow at 7 PM after I've been to the hospital. But until then, stay safe. So I'll see you tomorrow. So thanks again, man.
Night, Stephen. Take care and rest well. And so, Mr. Condetti, it is just you and me. So
Yeah, that fell by Eddie.
wasn't given.
I know it wasn't given, but that was a crazy tackle.
Yeah. And here's what's wonderful. You know, this is the thing. City is still prone to moments of absolute clumsiness, and I know that Pep's going to give him an absolute rollicking in the dressing room for conceding that penalty. I do remember saying that Edison has looked a shadow of his previous self, and I think I've been proven right. And some of their defending has been, even in as much as it's been effective, it's also been a little bit clumsy. Yeah.
All right. Odegaard.
And now,
nope.
So you're a few seconds behind me too, eh?
Yeah, just a few though.
City is still resorting to long balls up to Erling Haaland. And after that goal, I don't think the likes of De Bruyne and Grealish have really been able to stamp their mark on this game. In saying that, Grealish has a throw to De Bruyne has a throw to Grealish, and now he's just shown why he's left-footed, not right-footed. But what's your time, Pargav?
48:07.
I'm 48:27, so you are 18 seconds behind me.
Yeah.
Goal, yay. Come on, you Gunners. That's the way. And as for Sacco, they're showing the penalty. He's certainly grown a lot more confident now. He knows that it's a bit like that Gatorade advertisement. The secret to victory is defeat. Turn that heartbreak into something positive. It might not necessarily mean England winning a tournament, but at least Bukayo Saka has become a better penalty taker. Oh, Willie, that was clumsy, son. You got to be careful.
Yeah. Yeah. He's matched up well though physically versus Holland.
Yeah, but here's the thing. He can be played out of position at times. But even City's players have pretty much been, at times, played out of position all too easily.
Like with Saliba, Holland doesn't have the exact physical superiority like he does with other people.
Haaland is like a horse.
He's a big guy though, like Saliba himself.
Ooh, wow. And just how crucial would that miss be? Left-footed free kick from Mahrez. I think let's take a look and see what happened in real time.
Wow.
Rodri headed down. Yep, off the bar. I don't know whether that's gone out for a corner or a goal kick, but Ramsdale was left stranded to recover. And instead of trying to claim that under pressure, he pushed it behind.
That's a hard.
I think actually
that's a hard.
This will probably be the last chance of the half. And Ramsdale doing the right thing by punching. If he's not in a position to claim the ball, then you shouldn't even try to catch it. And with that, it is half time, and now I've got to change this damn thing. Oh, for Pete's sake. I don't even know how to change the damn ticker.
Well, we got 15 minutes.
Oh.
Yeah, so I'll be right back. Give me 2.
Yeah, take your time. All right, if you can all bear with me, I'm trying to make sure that I change the ticker because I want to make sure that, I get it right. Fella forgot to add an Arsenal 1, Manchester City 1 overlay. Okay, so, well, it is half time. Let me see if I can't try and create a poll. I mean, obviously, Stephen has kept me in charge of this, but the problem is it's very difficult for me to, work this because I haven't really had the chat with him. I'm very new to this StreamYard stuff, so all I can do is, I mean, he's prepared some overlays, but I can't change it. But at the moment, we'll just assume that it is, a draw. It is actually 1-1, not 0-0. So, let me just confirm the score. So this is it. And normally, as a lot of you will know, Stephen prepares these overlays for the, in advance, preparing for the scores. But there doesn't seem to be a 1-1 overlay, and I don't really know how to change it. This is embarrassing, and I do apologize, but, it is what it is. And all the things that I've said about City looking a bit sloppy at times has certainly, been brought to bear. I keep saying it. Manchester City are the type of team who will always try to do too much too soon, try too hard, and then when they get caught, in possession, they look very, very clumsy indeed. And certainly that incident which brought about the penalty was no different. Unable to adequately defend from Eddie Nketiah, they conceded a penalty with Ederson, undergoing a moment of madness there. And I remember saying that Ederson has certainly not been his own self. Now, I keep saying that some of the defending has been effective, but at times clumsy. Of course, it was from that mistake, really, that we we conceded that goal, rather. And Takahiro Tomiyasu wouldn't want to look back on that. I think it's fair to say, though, that credit must be given in many ways to Kevin De Bruyne for having the presence of mind to get himself into the path of that. Because we're going to take a look at the goal right now. Obviously, De Bruyne was hoping to try to find the defender or Ramsdale, but De Bruyne had the positional awareness to just, intercept that, sneak in, and use his left foot to just chip that over the advancing Aaron Ramsdale. Now, the problem with Tomiyasu is he was so far away from Ramsdale that attempting a pass from that distance would have been very risky indeed. Would have been better advised to try and, run with it, and then maybe try and pass back, or perhaps try and, go around Grealish. And obviously De Bruyne proving how important he is to this Manchester City team. So when they come forward, and they come forward in the midfield and defence, they look very good. But again, here's the defending. Poor stuff, really. And I think Kyle Walker and Ederson there are not going to be very happy with that. Ederson over there not really having any hope of getting the ball. Nketiah doing brilliantly to sort of manoeuvre the ball past him. Nathan Ake certainly did an excellent job of clearing it off the line, but instead a penalty was awarded. much to Arsenal's delight. And of course, it was left to the star boy Saka to try and, do the rest. I wonder who they're talking to right now. Former referee Dermot Gallagher. Let's see what he says. So basically, we've got former referee, Premiership referee Dermot Gallagher agreeing with both Ian Wright and Sean Wright Phillips, the father and son, and also the presenter, that was definitely a penalty. And of course, the penalty was expertly rolled in, Messi style almost, by Bukayo Saka. And you can see how much that goal meant to Mikel Arteta. And obviously Ederson did not cover himself with glory. And, when you come out attempting to try to clear it like this and not really making yourself exceptionally big and powerful and trying to, cover those sort of angles, I mean, that was just poor goalkeeping from Ederson, really. And, given that he was booked for time wasting, one more infringement could see him sent off and the substitute goalkeeper Ortega brought on. Now, Ortega was one of City's better players when they beat us 1-0 at the Etihad. But, throwing him in, a lot of pressure would be on his shoulders. I'm sure he'd do well. And I'm sure if anything were to happen to Aaron Ramsdale, Matt Turner would do well. Shh, we all know Stephen loves the Ram. But I like Matt Turner. I really do. And, so on balance, I think it's fair to say that although City might have had the more clear-cut chances, we've had a lot more of the possession. My biggest fear is that it might end up being a repeat of the Brentford game, where we certainly came out of the blocks quite quickly and tried to dominate possession. But, Brentford were allowed back into the game. They had some really, really good chances, including that one from Rodri, which clipped the bar. And I think it was a relief, really, that the referee, Anthony Taylor, blew the whistle. You can see that City are going to try hard to attack through the midfield and their defence, the midfield and their attackers. And obviously, Haaland will have a big role to play in that. But defensively, they look a little bit clumsy and they are asking for balls to be put in behind them. And that is a bit of a risk. And especially with Ederson... especially with Ederson not being as solid as he used to be, it's going to be a bit of a problem. So we've been online for about an hour and a half. And the players will be coming back out very soon. Certainly looking forward to the second half. I still think that it'll be a 2-2 draw. And I certainly don't see City getting much out of this game. But again, you just never know. You seriously never know. It all boils down to which team has the better composure and who can avoid, making mistakes. And when City make mistakes, they can be made to look very awful. But when we make mistakes, we look absolutely diabolical. It is what it is. As I say, of course we are. I'm just updating my Instagram story. You can catch me on Instagram, of course, at Manithangtherai1981. And obviously, Mr. Condetti is nowhere to be seen. If there's anyone who would like to come on for the second half, I am now pasting the link in the chat. Any of you want to come on and join in the fun and have your say and watch the second half with myself and Bhargav, be my guest. Be our guest, I should say. I know Stephen's going through a rough time of late, and obviously he's given me a very big responsibility trying to take over his channels. I do have some plans for it, but that's really immaterial right now. I mean, ever since, coming to work with him, I've enjoyed it, and you've all seen him take the mickey out of me, despite the fact that I clearly have the better singing voice and he doesn't. And we've had some discussions at times, and certainly, we've agreed to disagree on so many occasions. But it's quite clear that he absolutely adores Arsenal. And I would definitely love to see Arsenal win the league in his memory. And I'm sure if and when Arsenal do, we will, celebrate that. We see RISC Talk MU's in the chat. Evening. Stephen has gone off to sleep because the poor fellow is a little bit tired, needs to catch his 50 winks. So you are in the company of me and another one. If you would like to come on, Mr. Green, by all means. As I said, the link's in the chat. Click this link. If you're in the studio, I will let you on. And the players are now actually in the tunnel right now, about to come out. Of course, for Gabriel Magalhaes, this is his 100th appearance for the Arsenal. And I'm sure he'll hope to celebrate it with a win. But the City players are out first, followed by the Arsenal players. I do wonder what changes have been made by either manager, if any. We will see. 3 players have been booked so far. Ederson, Walker and Bernardo Silva for City. And none for Arsenal. So, we see the Norwegian teammates Odegaard and Holland having a bit of a catch-up. I'm not too sure why they feel the need to speak with their hands over their mouths, but it's par for the course when you play for the same country, but you're on opposite sides for your club. And I know a lot of people seem to prefer club football over international football. For me, international football is always the ultimate, but club football is definitely not small potatoes. So we're about to kick off. You will now hear my commentary styles. It is Edward Nketiah standing over the ball. Anthony Taylor, of course, will start the match anytime soon once he blows the whistle. Still giving Kyle Walker a bit of a talking to, by the way. And of course, I want to give you all a disclaimer that I might be ahead of some of you. So if you feel I'm ahead, please pause and then watch me. Okay, about to kick off right now. Nketiah passes it back to Ramsdale, who sends it long. And looking for a teammate on the right, only succeeding in finding Nathan Ake, who heads it forward. And it is with Holland, who gets it to Kevin De Bruyne. Attempted link-up play there, but that's a really sloppy pass from De Bruyne, attempted for Haaland, and that is cleared. Even sloppy was the attempt to try to move it away. Bernardo Silva gets it back, taken back from him. And will that be a throw to the Arsenal? Yes, it will be. And so now we see here some more sloppy footwork from City. And again, there's no real conviction in their play. I think they're just trying a bit too hard. They seem to lack that composure, and it's up to Arsenal to exploit it. Throw-in taken by Saka, Nketiah on the end of it, and Nketiah ends up making a bit of a mess of it. It'll be a throw-in to Manchester City. Quickly taken to Rodri. And what seems to be going on here? Well, I think Anthony Taylor's asked the throw to be taken again. So it is Bernardo Silva with the throw. Sends it forward. And intercepted by Tomiyasu. And that'll be a City throw-in. Again, to be taken by Bernardo Silva, who tries to find Haaland. And this is the problem when you've got someone as strong as Haaland playing as a lone striker. You can't expect him to do all of the work. So far, they've done quite well in winning all these throws. But he's looking a little bit frustrated at the moment. And I think, you know, I'll give credit to the defense. They've done a good job in keeping him quiet. And certainly, Jorginho has had a really good game so far. The only slight blemish, you could say, might be when he was sort of dummied off the ball and, sort of swerved off the ball. Other than that, I mean, he's been solid. And another yellow card. Well, there's an Arsenal throw, and it's Tomiyasu who's been given the yellow card, I would assume, for time wasting. Tomiyasu with that poor pass for the Manchester City goal. Tried to make amends not too long afterwards with a sort of a scuffed attempt at a volley, but sent it over the bar. Had he been standing a few steps back and connected with it better, certainly would have gone on target. Could have been a goal. It is, of course, back with Edison right now. Nketiah snapping at his heels. It's with Ake. Grealish at the moment, who's trying to maneuver around the Arsenal midfield. Succeeds in getting it to Ruben Diaz. Kyle Walker now has the ball and passes it to Rodri. Sends it out to Riyad Mahrez on the right. Closely watched, of course, by Zinchenko. Diaz. Ake. Grealish now. Grealish against Tomiyasu. Who wins? Well, Grealish has certainly had Tomiyasu's number so far. And nice little backheel pass to Bernardo Silva. Twisting Odegaard there, trying to get through. Odegaard standing firm. And across into the area. Inadvertently headed back in the opposite direction by Odegaard. Ake now. Rodri. Walker. Diaz. Bernardo. Rodri. Some tentative play, trying to find someone who can go forward. Diaz now. Not quite tiki-taka between Diaz and Rodri, but still, it is what it is, you could say. At its best, tiki-taka is delightful. At its worst, it can be downright boring. But it is with Kyle Walker, who gets it to Riyad Mahrez, who fluffs his lines and concedes a throw. And in this position, a draw would actually suit Arsenal fine. Zinchenko, of course, with the throw back to Gabriel. And Xhaka, some terrific work from him. Great link-up play there. Martinelli now up against Mahrez and Gundogan. Martinelli again, being given the runaround by Gundogan. And the former City defender, Zinchenko, cleans up with a back pass to Aaron Ramsdale. Saliba, Tomiyasu. And Ake there, being a bit aggressive, but it is with Granit Xhaka now, who's got a lot of space in front of him and can certainly find Martinelli on the left, which he does. Martinelli going out wide, not necessarily cutting in, but at the moment not needing to, you could say.
Hello. Sorry, I'm back.
Kondetti, good to have you back. Zinchenko
Yeah. Go ahead.
now. Is Zinchenko on the left up against Mahrez, and Mahrez doing well to win it off Zinchenko. Again, some pretty desperate defending, sees that quaked away, and that will be a City throw.
Yeah, big up to Talk.
Bit
Yeah,
of
sorry, I
a
missed it.
bit of an altercation there between De Bruyne and Arteta, and
All right, 30
De
minutes.
Bruyne pushing Arteta off the ball there and wagging the finger at his former assistant coach. Ooh boy,
Oh boy. Oh boy.
that's the Premiership for you.
How can you be so
Fast lo-
disrespectful? How can you be so
Well-
disrespectful?
Well, to be fair, he's now working with the enemy, and
Uh,
I mean, De Bruyne probably thought he was obstructing him, so yeah, it is what it is. Tempest in the teapot, as they would say. Mahrez, 3 against 1, but
he so did
he
that
wins
for
the
the
free
cameras.
kick.
He so did that for the cameras.
Who, Mahrez?
Nah, De Bruyne.
That's a good way to look at it. We got De Bruyne, Mahrez, and Walker standing over that. De Bruyne has proven that he's decent with 2 feet. I just wonder who will be taking that free kick. It is De Bruyne who whips it in with his right foot. And no one's going to get on the end of that. And well, surprisingly, Tomiyasu saw it fit to hoik that away rather than risk conceding a corner. It is now, after all that, back with Edison. Sending it forward. A nice low center of gravity kick that finds Mahrez in an offside position. And Arsenal can come away with that. A poor pass over there, intercepted by Kyle Walker. And Mahrez passes it back to Ruben Diaz, who can calm proceedings in a way. I always say that Diaz is a bit of a weak link in that City defence, but hasn't put too much of a foot wrong tonight. Rodri. And you can see right now that with Nketiah and Saka both snapping at the heels of the midfield and the defenders, that all that hard work by Odegaard, and he fluffs his lines there. And you can see he's claiming a foul, but Taylor's having none of it. But I was just saying, Parga, that when you have Nketiah and Saka snapping at the heels of the defenders, they are going to cause a few problems, especially for a defense which can be quite clumsy at times, yes?
Sorry, man. Give me 1 second. I got like an important phone call again.
Okay, all good. Yeah, I'll come back to you with that question, but you enjoy your phone call.
Yeah.
Kyle Walker.
Yeah, it's my last one.
Yes. Rodri back to Bernardo, who's come back into the defense and is being harried around by Odegaard. Safely back to Edison. It is with Bernardo now. Rodri. Bernardo, who tries to send it a bit far, only finds Saliba. Safe pass back to Aaron Ramsdale. Gabriel Magalhaes. Saliba. Sends it forward along the ground, and Taylor quite rightly blows the whistle for a foul on Nketiah by Diaz.
Okay.
So a reminder, the halftime score is Arsenal 1, Manchester City 1. I will change the overlay when a goal is scored, so please don't worry about it. And a reminder, this is the link. Any of you want to join in and come to the studio, have a bit of a chin wag with me and Mr. Kondetti, you're more than welcome. Let's be having you, as the policeman would say. Zinchenko, Tomiyasu, Saka on the right, finds Jorginho, who sends it forward, but Ake is there to clean up. Pass back to Edison, who, again, Nketiah is sort of snapping at his heels, and pretty poor clearance that from Edison, who concedes a throw. Can Saka do anything with this? Saka against Aki. Georgie! And Edison makes up for that poor clearance by claiming that. So, yeah, so the throw was won, taken very quickly. Odegaard connecting with Saka there, down the right, and working his way past both Aki and Bernardo Silva. And I suppose Jorginho was trying to pass and find Nketiah, but the pass wasn't on target. And now City away through Jackie Grealish. And he sends that out for a throw. Obviously, his intended target, Riyad Mahrez, had overrun himself. Certainly a big game for Alexander Zinchenko. Once again, preferred at left back to Kieran Tierney. And could there be a shout for a penalty here? Yes! Anthony Taylor has pointed to the spot. And on his 100th appearance, a little bit of a tussle between Gabriel Magalhaes and Haaland. And the Brazilian defender has conceded a penalty. And this is what happens when you give Haaland that freedom of space. He's got that strength. He's got that energy. Going to take a look for a possible offside here. Very marginal. I think Gabriel was playing him onside, but clearly there was a tangle with him. And yeah. I'm sorry. That is a penalty all day long. And Haaland using his experience and ability there to work his way into the penalty area. And, you know, there really is no excuse for that. I'm sorry. That is just poor. So the same end where Taylor gave that first half penalty is the same end where he gives the second half penalty for Manchester City. And so far, VAR has not been called for... Well, apparently VAR is being called for a possible offside. And this time around, we've got the lines drawn, maybe. Yep, possible offside. I do remember saying that Haaland could be offside. But I think, to be fair, for the penalty, Haaland had actually run back into an onside position, and then Gabriel started to try and grapple him. So in the meantime, Guardiola is in discussion with his assistant coaches to try and get some substitutions on. Arteta, stoic as he is. VAR still checking. And unless Anthony Taylor is called to the side monitor, there will not be a change in position. Yep, the lines have been drawn and Haaland is marginally offside. And that is not something that will please Pep Guardiola, but it is what it is. So, I think Gabriel, thanks to that technicality, got away. And here's the thing. To all those Arsenal fans who now see it fit to complain about Lee Mason's incompetence in the game against Brentford, I hope you are now happy. Because Gabriel's stupidity was left off the hook. And it just goes to show that when used properly and when applied properly, VAR is a boon. It's just the referees and the linesmen who don't do their jobs. And this call in our favour could very well be the difference between a draw and a defeat. So if Arteta wins, he owes Lee Mason an apology, in my opinion, because what he said was downright disrespectful. And at the moment, passage of play there sees an Arsenal player on the ground. I wonder who that can be. We're going to find out right now. It is the... Haaland basically catching Gabriel in the face there. Accidentally, of course, but Magalhaes, of course, on the ground in pain. That actually is quite painful from the looks of it. An elbow to the neck. And you can see the frustration starting to boil over now with about half an hour to go, plus stoppages. Zinchenko's had a decent game against his former club, and I know that the return fixture will be an exceptionally big game for both Zinchenko and Gabriel Jesus, who is expected, of course, to return to the team very soon after sustaining that horrible injury, which ended his participation at the World Cup. Of course, 3 players involved in this tussle. None of them were involved in the World Cup. Gabriel, of course, was a high-profile casualty of Tite being dropped by the long-serving coach in favour of someone like a Dani Alves, who was 39. And a substitution over here, it looks as though it's a defensive one. Riyad Mahrez is being brought off. Not exactly had his best game tonight. I think Zinchenko's done a pretty good job of keeping him quiet. And it is Manuel Akanji, whose former side Borussia Dortmund are playing Chelsea tonight in the Champions League, who's come on. And I'm going to take a look at what's the score there. It is, in fact, goalless at the Signal Iduna Park in Dortmund after the first half. Chelsea, of course, naming their squad, and I'll get back to that in a minute, because it is Holland against Saliba. And Tomiyasu comes back and relieves his teammate. Ake with the header forward finds Grealish. Rodri working it to Grealish on the left. Once again has to deal with Tomiyasu and now Saka. Good work by Grealish as well, taking Tomiyasu far out. And Tomiyasu does well to win a goal kick, and Grealish is not a happy chappy. Now, as I was saying, Chelsea had, of course, named their Champions League squad. No room, of course, controversially, for Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, the former Arsenal striker, of course. Kai Havertz and Mason Mount have been preferred in his place, along with some of the other attacking talent. And Grealish, certainly not happy with Ansley Taylor's call, has found himself in the book. And Mr. Condetti, are you back? Not quite. So still have some way to go in this match, and it shouldn't be long before Arsenal start making a substitution. I think City have sent a bit of a message that they now have to try and get a bit more defensive, because they certainly don't want to run the risk of more people coming into the back. So with Akanji back, does he play a back 4 with the likes of Ake and maybe with Ake and Walker as the fullbacks? We'll have to see. But like I said, we will find out.
All right, Manny, I'm back. Sorry about that.
Yeah, so the question I was asking you is that when you have the likes of Nketiah and Saka snapping at the heels of the City defence, it can only be good for us, especially since we've seen that City have a tendency to be a little bit clumsy with the ball in possession.
It's definitely good. And Nketiah has done it a couple times today.
Right, you missed a penalty shout, which very nearly could have gone in City's way, and a poor challenge there on Ruben Diaz, who was on the floor in pain, and the Arsenal players are not happy, and here's handbags at dawn and a yellow card there, and Nketiah there with a high boot into the Portuguese defender.
I see it.
Yep, absolutely poor. You can't get away with that, son.
That's it's a yellow. It's a yellow. Some people would have given I think some people would have given a red, depending on the game.
A red even redder than this drink I've got in my hand. Or at least as red as the colour of Nketiah's shirt. So it is Diaz who will take the free kick from City's left with his right foot. Go figure. And sends that quite long, but Zinchenko heads that back to Ramsdale, who claims that cleanly. Kyle Walker trying to harass his England teammate, but not really getting anywhere. And so far, so good. As I said, there was a penalty shout, Pargav, which could have gone City's way. Haaland was wrestled by Gabriel, but Haaland was found to be marginally offside. This time, the lines were drawn. And so it is still 1-1. Because, let's face it, Ramsdale doesn't really have the best record with penalties. Zinchenko with the throw. Xhaka hoiks it long and finds Nketiah coming up against Akanji, and Nketiah wins that battle. Saka right now to Odegaard on the right. Tomiyasu's come up and overlapped. A beautiful cross in, and no one's there on the end of that. I think Nketiah just missed it, but it's still with Martinelli. Alexander Zinchenko. Jorginho passes it along, but that will be expertly shepherded out for a goal kick. And once again, Eddie Nketiah had his chance to be at the right place at the right time and just flopped. Pargav, are you there? Talk us through it.
Hold on,
Oh, he just missed it, did Eddie? And once again, Edison was left exposed. You can see the disappointment on Eddie's face there.
Yep.
He knows. He knows. And Guardiola holds up his hands in frustration. Clearly, he is apoplectic. He wants a second goal. He wants a winning goal. He hopes he'll get it. Confirmation, of course, at halftime, it is still Arsenal 1, Manchester City 1. No goals as of yet, but when there is a goal, the overlay will be changed. Grealish now up against Saka, and a free kick has been awarded to Manchester City. Saka adjudged to have pretty much body-checked rather, his England teammate. Saka now at kind of having to do some defensive duties back on the right. And it is with Kevin De Bruyne from a little bit wide of the goal. You don't usually score a goal from these positions. So he is, of course, best advised to try to float it into the box and look for Haaland or someone else to try to get it on target. 3/4 of the game gone, 1/4 remaining. Kevin De Bruyne, right-footed, into the penalty area. Saved by Ramsdale and cleared off the line. Well, it wasn't exactly a save, as more of a parry, really, but City are now threatening to really get back into the game, and Jorginho once again proving his value. Once again, Haaland, getting his timing all wrong. Header towards goal from Rodri, not very convincingly saved by Ramsdale, but Jorginho there with an important clearance off the line.
Was it Kyle Walker, 25? No,
it's Akanji.
Akanji.
Kyle Walker is 2, and we have some action here. Haaland against Ramsdale, and Ramsdale comes up trumps.
Akanji
and, Once again, we see the Arsenal defense at 6s and 7s. Zinchenko here trying to make something happen, but losing the ball to Bernardo Silva. And seriously, Zinchenko is really lucky there.
Yep. Nervy moments right there. Those were nervy moments. I think the Akanji redirection, that was the crazy one.
Maybe, yeah, but it is Zinchenko who can try and make amends, getting it out to Xhaka on the right. Xhaka against Bernardo Silva. Back to Zinchenko. Jorginho now dictating play from the centre, doing it well. Odegaard. A really good debut from the ex-Chelsea midfielder. And Arsenal appealing for a free kick, but Taylor says nothing doing. Saliba to Gabriel. Back to Saliba.
Ooh,
I think it's fair to say that...
no free kick?
No free kick. Taylor said no. And I think it's fair to say that ever since Akanji was brought in place of Mahrez, the team has looked a little bit more defensively solid. If Guardiola never plays a back three again for the remainder of the season, it will be too soon. But getting rid of João Cancelo, what a way to cut off your nose to spite your face, eh?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if it's needed for chemistry, it's needed for chemistry. You know how we've been through that issue before.
Oh, yeah. And speaking of chemistry, there was certainly some attempt to try to make something really happen there between Xhaka and Nketiah, but a really poor pass from Granit Xhaka. And no. So we got some people coming in. Luca, seriously. Arteta needs to make some substitutions. Martinelli's poor. Wouldn't say he's necessarily poor, but he has been a bit anonymous. And Steven Luca has gone to bed. So listen, here's the link. Click it. You want to come on and have a chin wag? Come along. Or are you doing a watch along of your own?
Also, yeah, I think Trossard should come on though. Who else?
Yeah, Trossard definitely.
I don't think we're ever seeing Kiwi or in like the league games this year.
Maybe not, but we still have the Europa League to look forward to, so he could definitely play in those games. I think Kiwior was basically brought as cover, and at least we've got our backs covered with the Polish World Cupper. And some lazy play there gives it back to Silva, and Haaland is now up against Saliba. Gundogan, Grealish, and it's 2-1 Manchester City. Yeah, come on until the game and then do your reaction. And boy, was that coming. That was
poor.
Just poor, really. Just poor. Jackie Grealish over there. And Gabriel on his 100th appearance was made to look quite simply foolish. It just goes to show that as long as you've got Haaland in your team, you know, he's always a threat. Even if he doesn't score, he can help make things happen. And that just goes to show how important it is to have a really big, strong target man in your team. But listen, there's still best part of 20 minutes left. We can still get an equalizer, but terrific work there between Bernardo Silva. Lazy play there from Gabriel, who gave it back to Bernardo Silva. Another possible offside, maybe against De Bruyne, but pass to Haaland, Gundogan. Grealish has the time in the place, and could Ramsdale have done better? Well, I think it was deflected past him, but still, we're going to take a look at that and see. Yeah, deflected past him, but it was still within his range. I think he could probably have done better, and Guardiola is delighted. But are they going to go to the VAR for a possible offside against Kevin De Bruyne? We will have to see. But at the moment, with about 17 minutes to go, plus stoppages, it is Arsenal 1, Manchester City 2, and City are the best part of 20 minutes away from returning to the summit, albeit on goal difference. But Arsenal are back on the attack. Good defending from Rodri and Ake. And Diaz sends it away.
Damn.
But it is with Jorginho now, who certainly has tried to be magisterial. Grealish doing some cleaning up there, passing it back to Emerson, who sends it long.
Isn't that YouTuber isn't that City YouTuber in the celebrations?
I don't know.
Big Steve or whatever. I think that's the guy. He was on Lucas' channel.
I don't know many City YouTubers except for a guy who used to come on Del Boy's channel. Chike is his name. Lives in the US.
Yeah.
But he's in New York and you're in Florida. So, Bernardo Silva once again. And at times, you know, I've been critical of Bernardo at times, but so far he's given Arsenal a lot of problems. And, you know, if it weren't for Jorginho organising the play and doing well, Arsenal would really be lost. He's done really well filling in for Thomas Partey tonight. I wouldn't necessarily go so far to say that he's been the best player on the pitch, but he's certainly up there. One candidate is Bukayo Saka, who passes it to Granit Xhaka. He can certainly line up a shot, but hesitated and didn't go first time. And some good defending there from, I believe it was Ruben Diaz, puts pay to that. Nathan Ake now sends it out. Well, it's not out. It's back across the halfway line. Magalhaes. Saliba.
For me, this one's going to be on Arteta because where are the subs?
Oh, absolutely. And with the Martin, another stupid foul. And I know there was a lot of controversy about the foul, which led to the goal against Manchester United being disallowed, but Odegaard was stupid in trying to push Eriksen off the ball, and I think that was the right call. I know a lot of people disagree, but it is what it is. So now, on the 75th minute, we see Leandro Trossard of Brighton and Hove Albion, formerly of Brighton and Hove Albion, and of course the Belgian national team, coming on for Gabriel Martinelli of Arsenal and Brazil.
That is 15 minutes late.
With 15 minutes to go. And Guardiola responds by bringing on Phil Foden for the goal scorer, Grealish.
God. Well,
Yeah,
that's always an issue too.
Yep. Ashes
Who
to
else?
ashes and dust to dust. If Grealish doesn't scare you, then Foden must.
Julian Alvarez.
Oh yeah,
Nico
Alvarez can
Williams.
come on too. And I wonder if we've seen the last of Granit Xhaka.
Cole Palmer is supposed to be like a cam, right? I think it's their cam.
Central attacking midfielder?
Yeah, it's like they're young.
I think after some shaky performances from Rico Lewis, he's been dropped, and I don't think Guardiola would want to give Palmer a chance. But yeah, I think Tomiyasu's had a bit of a poor game, pretty much ball watching there. He was supposed to be marking Grealish, but he left Grealish open, and Grealish said, "Arigato gozaimasu." That is Japanese for "thank you very much."
That is the amount of space. Well, you can't really blame them because they gave it. It was on a giveaway, but Jack Grealish of all people.
Yeah, but I think Gabriel has to take some of the blame for that pretty poor piece of footwork which gave the ball back to Bernardo Silva in the first place. And just in case you're wondering, there was no VAR check for for a possible offside, so the goal does indeed stand, which explains finally the change in overlay. Because I'll tell you what, if I'd been stuck with a 0-0 overlay and it was 1-1 at the end, I would have been made to look absolutely stupid.
There's worse things than that. There's worse things than that.
Yeah, I mean, doing a lot of this YouTube work, Pargav, will mean that you will have a few mistakes every now and then, but you make the best of it at times. And once again, Rodri gets the ball, but Nketiah snapping at his heels. It is now with Phil Foden, who passes it back to Aki. A little bit of Sipper-style football there. De Bruyne, Foden now against Saliba, and Ramsdale collects that after the deflection off Saliba. Rolls it out to Granit Xhaka. Zinchenko now with the ball. Will we see him brought off in favor of Kieran Tierney? I don't know. But Tomiyasu will definitely need to come off, and I think for a person who was given confidence to start ahead of Ben White, he's had a very nervous game, and I think this is not going to be one of his best games for the Arsenal, believe you me. Akanji with the ball, a pass back to Edison, who controls it and sends it away from Eddie Nketiah, out of harm's way, if you will. Gundogan with the header, and De Bruyne continuing, sort of hopping it forward. Tomiyasu doing well to muscle off Foden, and Ramsdale has it. And some pretty, at times dangerous-looking play in the Arsenal penalty area, but they move away with the ball. And some good link-up play now. Finds Zinchenko on the left, who can move forward. Finds Leandro Trossard, who was brought on in place of Martinelli. Granit Xhaka. Good. It is with Trossard now. And appeals for a penalty, but Anthony Taylor says nothing doing. Let's take a look at this, really. Yeah, probably no real contact between Kyle Walker and... maybe there was. I wonder if VAR will look at this. No real contact. No real contact.
No, yeah, that's...
It would have been a very soft penalty to, give away, and it certainly wouldn't have... And once again...
Is there VAR?
No VAR.
Oh, I was going to say.
Haaland was very nearly sent on his way, but we're going to see what happens here. Yeah, basically pushed in the back there by Haaland, and I'm sorry, Erling, you ought to know better than that, son. But City now come away through Rodri. Gundogan gets it to De Bruyne, back with Gundogan, but excellent work there from Granit Xhaka. Zinchenko now has it and can try and work with it. And just a reminder, if I'm ahead of any of you, please... don't hesitate to pause and then play. I think we should have a ticker for this. I really don't know why we don't. But anyway, we are coming up now.
There should be very few people behind you.
Yeah, we are exactly now at 18 minutes played, 10 minutes left.
Sorry,
stoppages to be awarded to, and it is still Arsenal 1, Manchester City 2. Attempting the penalty area, but Akanji showing his experience and sort of preventing Eddie Nketiah from getting through. And Arsenal now, with 10 minutes to go, make a double substitution. It will be Fabio Vieira and Ben White to come on. Ben White will definitely be replacing the Japanese right back, who has not really distinguished himself tonight, except for maybe one or two occasions when he looked okay. Certainly at fault for the goal. Should have done better for the first goal. Should have done better for the second. And pretty much given the run around by Grealish and company all night. And Fabio Vieira's coming on. Does he come on for Odegaard, or will he replace someone else? Most probably Odegaard from the looks of it.
Yeah, this would make me cry right now, man. Like, this is sad.
De Bruyne in the penalty area, pass back to Haaland, and it's 3-1 to City. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is game, set, and match. Almost certainly. Well, I am not going to say that Arsenal's title challenge is over, but for the first time since almost the beginning of the season, Arsenal will not be at the top of the English Premier League. We do still have a game in hand, and if we win that, we do go back top. But this Manchester City team, ladies and gentlemen, are coming back with a vengeance. And my Instagram's going a little bit crazy right now, but yeah, some terrific work between Gundogan and De Bruyne, who made it happen. And we're going to take a look at the defending there. Maisie runs, terrific work, and Gabriel once again on his 100th appearance. Well, maybe we should send an SOS to Jakub Kiwior to come in. First home defeat in the league for Arsenal this season. Second home defeat this season. And there goes my prediction of a 2-2 draw. And Kyle Walsh, if you are watching, your prediction of a 3-1 City win has come true. But could it be Odegaard? Jorginho, Odegaard. Maybe Odegaard can redeem himself. Nope, sent tumbling. But Ben White, headed out by Aki. Still with Odegaard, though. Can he make something happen? Well, Vieira has come on. It is Trossard to Vieira. And Vieira has, in fact, replaced Granit Xhaka. So, Jorginho, maybe he can try a shot from distance. Zinchenko. Vieira. And that is sent out by Ruben Diaz, I think. A throw in to Zinchenko. Saka taken off it away by Bernardo. Gabriel. Saliba. And now it is Ben White who's come on for Tomiyasu. Back to Saliba. Finds Trossard, who acrobatically gets it back to Vieira. He came from Portugal to play for Arsenal, and he hasn't done a bad job so far. Odegaard into the penalty area, but his opposite number, 8, Gundogan, clears that away, but it's back to the number 8, Odegaard. It is Jorginho now, the number 20, who finds Odegaard in the penalty area. A cross through, but Rodri is there to hook that away. And so, with about 5.5 minutes left, can City hold on for a convincing 3-1 win, or can Arsenal pull one back? It's Haaland against Saliba, and looks as though it'll be an Arsenal throw. And you can see the glum faces of the Arsenal fans in the stands who know that their team have been just outdone by that little bit of quality. Pargav, good to see your face.
Yeah, sorry. I feel like I just been shot.
I feel you, brother. I feel you.
I was having such a good day before this thing.
Yeah. But again, some terrific work between Gundogan and De Bruyne. Finds Haaland. And yeah. I know what Ramsdale's thinking. It's just one of those days. I don't know if... Yeah, because when I think the loss to Manchester United at Old Trafford was the only other time we've conceded 3 in the league. But again, sometimes it's the timing of these defeats that can be really galling. Okay.
So two of those were on mistakes, and we got punished.
Yep.
The third goal, I'll give it to him. Like, I think it was a decent finish. It was a bounce finish.
Yeah, sort of a bouncy finish, which, you know, I still believe that Ramsdale should have been better positioned. But Odegaard can make something happen. It is with Ben White, who can try and take a shot from distance, but Diaz is in the way. And instead of letting that go for a corner, Saka now has that, trying to come up against Nathan Ake. He's got Ben White overlapping, but the end result is sadly a goal kick to Manchester City. And now we see another substitution. The former Leeds midfielder, Calvin Phillips, coming on, probably to solidify the midfield. And I wonder who he'll replace. Will it be Bernardo Silva? Will it be Ilkay Gundogan?
What a luxury to have Calvin Phillips, like.
Yeah. Well, apparently it's Kevin De Bruyne who's gone off and who's going off. Terrific game for him. Scored the first goal with a brilliant piece of opportunism. And then had a big hand in creating the third goal. And the Belgian makes way for the Yorkshireman Phillips, who was in many ways a very surprising selection for Gareth Southgate's England squad, despite hardly playing this season prior to that. But I suppose with Jordan Henderson being picked ahead of him, no harm, no foul. But Phillips now needs more minutes under his belt, and he's got to make sure that he plays more at Manchester City. So, quite quickly, with about 2 minutes left, who do you think's been the best player today?
On our team?
Yep.
In a loss, I can't say anyone's like been great, but like your boy Jorginho, you've been a big fan of him, so
Hey! I'm not a fan of him. I'm saying he deserves a chance.
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to pick. I think the best player overall in the game.
Overall, I mean, it's quite easy. I mean, you just have to pick which one of City's players has done the most damage. It could be hard to say. It could be Kevin De Bruyne. It could be Ilkay Gundogan. It could be the big Norwegian. And I'm not talking about Odegaard. He's small and light.
He's definitely not on our team.
Yeah. Saka now on the right, trying to get into the penalty area. And Eddie Nketiah once again heading it wide.
No.
Sums it all up.
Talk about who's the worst player on the pitch.
I wouldn't call him the worst. I mean, he just probably didn't get into the best position. Terrific work by Saka.
I mean, his work rate's
excellent work rate.
Okay,
and here's the thing: it was Nketiah who won the penalty that got us back in the game anyway. So he offers work rate, but in terms of clinicality, he is sorely lacking at times. And this is disgraceful now. Objects being thrown at Kevin De Bruyne as he's walking off. Shame on those idiots.
Yeah. He scored
You're taking the mickey, Arsenal Manic. Take a look at the overlay, and you got your answer. Haaland, Gundogan.
I would be so pissed.
City.
I'll be so pissed if I got things thrown at me.
Agreed, and this is just disgraceful. I mean, like, you know, people sort of claim that Arsenal fans are among the classiest in the league. Not on this evidence, really. Trossard now on the left. 90 minutes are up, and we're going to find out how many minutes of stoppage time will be added. A very generous 5 minutes. About enough time for Arsenal to score a cheeky 2 and salvage a 3-3 draw. What do you say?
I thought it was a results business.
Well,
3-1.
there was
I
an
mean,
attempt. Well, there certainly was a nice. There certainly was a
goals
nice.
don't count.
Yeah, there certainly was a nice attempted goal there. Some good work
Yeah.
between Ben White and Bukayo Saka, but the flag was up for offside anyway.
So with Nketiah, what you were talking about, right? Like clinicality is missing, right? So every time one of these arguments pops up, they always mention his goals. But today,
Okay.
I guess today it's overall.
Yeah.
I mean, it's one of those things, man. It's one of those things.
Yeah.
I mean,
And Zinchenko now with the throw.
best thing you can do is
handball against Bernardo Silva, and that will be an Arsenal free kick. One of the few things that have gone right today. Another one being the penalty, and also the penalty shout being chalked off for offside against Erling Haaland. Apart from that,
oh my god, man! 3 weeks in a row. Sorry, 2 weeks in a row.
It is Ben White now who's come on and made a nuisance of himself, looking good. Passed it to Zinchenko. Trossard now up against Kyle Walker. Gets it to Zinchenko, almost in the center. Trossard now in the penalty area. And that definitely wasn't a bad effort, but an attempted cross, which turned into a shot, which had Ederson scrambling, but went over the bar. Terrific work from the Belgian. Ending up trying to effectively, I think he actually ended up trying to chip Ederson, seeing him slightly poorly positioned, but that
was a great
effort. A bit too high there from the Belgian.
Great effort.
Maybe he should have started ahead of Martinelli.
You know, that's going to be debated now, unfortunately.
Yes, it will be.
But I think when people talk about wingers like this, I think people go in and out of teams, and that's part of the competition of one gets better, somebody surpasses him, then the other person gets better. I don't think it's a bad thing if Trossard starts starting. You know what I mean?
It certainly won't be a bad thing, and Stephen has said it perfectly. Some of these players who've been playing regularly have not been in the best of form, so they need to be dropped and show that they can't expect to be picked every time. And Walker there making a nuisance of himself and winning a free kick with 2 minutes to go. And we will be ending this stream as soon as the match gets over, but I will be, you will definitely be seeing me on Del Boy Gunner TV's channel in the next few minutes. What's the crack? What's the bleeding story? And I think he's already prepared a bit of a headline for tonight. And he's going to have a lot to say. A lot of our friends are going to have a lot to say. Do please come onto that where you will see me and certainly Pargav as well, and maybe a few others. If you're free, Pargav, that is.
Yeah, well, I should be actually now because it's the end of the day. I'm just waiting on one final. Because once 5 o'clock hits, I'll definitely be free. So I'll come on.
Oh yeah. I'm reminded of that song. It's a 5 o'clock world.
I mean, it's great. It must be nice to
just to keep our jobs. I gotta my way through the hustling mob. You remember that?
Basically.
Yeah,
but it must be nice to be in the UK and it's 8 o'clock right now, or was it? 10 o'clock. 10
much better than being stuck over here in India at about 3 in the morning, eh?
Yeah,
it's horrible.
Well, 3.
It is 3 in the morning where I am.
I can't.
Yep, in Madras. I can't wait to sometime get back into the UK very soon. But I suppose one advantage is that I'm in a bit of a sweet spot in that I'm halfway between the UK and Australia in terms of time zones.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I mean, that is with normal time, not with BST. I'd be 4.5 hours behind the UK and 5.5 hours ahead of the UK and 5.5 hours behind Australia. And
so when are you planning on going back?
Hopefully when things get better and I deal with a few things here, then I'll look to do that.
Yeah.
And there's not going to be any time for City to take a corner because that is the final whistle.
Yep.
Josep Guardiola bettering Mikel Arteta, the master, besting the student at the student's home ground. This is the second time that Arsenal have lost to City this season. And
This is
it's a
11th
defeat
straight,
which...
by the way. 11th straight.
Yep. And it's a
I don't know if
defeat which has... it's a defeat which has ramifications in some ways for City and Arsenal's title hopes. City return to the summit on goal difference, but Arsenal do have a game in hand. Bhargav, quickly, before I end the stream, what is your impression on the game? I think that was just horrible, yeah?
Basically. I mean, the finishing needs to improve, the creativity. There were glimpses of it today, thankfully, but like that needs to be turned up. It's pretty much an SOS right now. This is it. Like, you have to, like, you're right, it's not over. But the biggest thing is, like, a couple years ago, it's a 3-point gap. That means, like, not from here on out, there's no room for error.
No room for error is right. A 10 positive goal difference of +10, but they have played one more game. It is up to us to make sure that we win. Thanks a lot to all of you for joining in tonight. I'm only sorry that Stephen had to depart after half time, but I'm glad he didn't see this because he would have ended up apoplectic at the very end. When he wakes up, hopefully he'll be, in a bit of a calmer, better mood. And once he digests everything, he's not going to get into a tantrum. Zinchenko sort of chewing the fat there with his former teammate / teammates. Jackie Grealish and Alfie Haaland soaking up the acclaim, everyone going to the pocket of City fans in the stands. Bukayo Saka with his head in his hands. Zinchenko and Guardiola sharing an embrace. And that's sort of the way it is. Bhargav, before I end this stream, please tell our wonderful audience how we can get in touch with you.
Yeah, you'll find me on this channel, and you'll find me on... I don't really do social media. You'll just find me here, like, talking football. And Tony Claude Gunner TV, occasional watch-alongs over there. But yeah, that's pretty much it too. But subscribe here. Yeah, I mean, it's a sad day today. So right now we just have to come back and recuperate. We have to recuperate and come back. When's the next game anyway?
The next game, I don't know when that is. We will actually be playing Aston Villa at Villa Park coming up this weekend. So Unai Emery and his boys might be sniffing blood right now. And we see Gabriel Jesus having a chat with his former manager. Wasn't in action today, but I'm sure when he comes back to play at the Etihad, that will be very emotional for him. Haaland and De Bruyne are there. And of course, you know where to find me. You can find me here on this channel. I want to thank every single one of you, from Joanne Smith to Luca Quarter, Arsenal Manic, Talk MU, Mike Green, and Eredivisie Explorer, Hamza Sathi, who's joined in. Turf Morehouse TV, once again, a very, warmest wishes to your sister on her 30th birthday. I hope she has a wonderful day. I hope she's had a good day today. And big up to you as well, Solo7, TMUA, the Man United Agenda. Thank you for joining in. Alan Attich, of course. Kyle Walsh Gunner, I will hope to see you as well. Craig Malloy, AFC 87, good to see you as always, mate. And always, thank you all for joining in the chat. Even if you couldn't come on and have a bit of a chin wag with Bhargav and me, you and your comments have made this stream what it is. I do hope you will continue to support this channel. With Stephen, without Stephen, I'm going to try my best to fill in his shoes as best I can. It's a privilege to be associated with this channel and the cause associated with it. And we will hopefully provide you some more content as and when Stephen is available. And if he isn't available, then I will certainly be more than ready to step in and fill that breach. Until then, thank you all very much indeed. Take care of yourselves. Don't do anything that Mr. Condetti or I wouldn't do. And certainly not what Stephen would do. For now, though, we are out. Good night, everyone, and God bless.